Hello everybody, it's Monday, so it's another edition of my Facebook Live, Make It Monday, where each Monday I come onto the platform and share with you some projects that I'm working on. And this is especially true for today's workshop video, in that it would seem like it's kind of a strange smattering of different projects, but hey, that's what I'm working on right now. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. And hi, Lynette. Thanks for joining in as well. So before I dive into the project, there's a couple announcements. First of all, there will be no Make It Monday next Monday, which is the 20th here on Guam. Reason being is I am traveling. I'll be up in the air, and it would just be too stressful for me to do one before I leave. So I hope you understand. I'm sure you will be busy with getting ready for the holidays. And so I hope, you don't miss me too much, because I will be back December 27th. That is Monday, December 27th. And on Guam, it would be 11 a.m. That's right. I've kind of calculated the times now. So 11 a.m. It will be on. So the whole month of January, the times will be at 11 a.m. Because that's, I think, 5 in Seattle, which is where I will be. So, and it will be Sunday in Seattle. So, oh my goodness, all this dateline, international dateline time differences is driving me bananas. But anyway, so I will be sure to set up an event notification. So hope you'll join me. In fact, just to kind of give you a preview, the 27th, I will be sharing some projects that will be highlighting one of this bundle. This is the $100 level bundle for the celebration. Yes, January, it's coming. There will be celebration. So this is a project, I've got a couple of projects worked on, and if all goes well, you will see me on the 27th. With the same background, because I would be videotaping it. But if not, then you'll see me in a Seattle background. So anyway, so again, there will be no Make It Monday next Monday, the 20th, and on the 27th, I will be here, Guam time, 11 a.m. Okay? Hope you don't forget. But anyway, it's a good thing there's, you can watch the replay, correct? Anyway, hi Nola, how are you? I'll be going to your neck of the woods soon. I mean, Seattle. I think you're in Oregon, right? Anyway, so another wanted to make sure that you don't forget is if you're still looking for some gifts for your friends, it's too late to mail order right now. And so may I suggest a gift certificate? Okay. And with the purchase of any, with a gift certificate from me, your recipient will get a nice hand-stamped card along with a copy of the January-June catalog and the celebration brochure. So your gift will go far, because they will be getting free stuff with their order. Hey, it's also a good idea for somebody to get you a gift certificate too, because then you can go shopping and get more stuff, right? Okay. So that's that. Let me see what other housekeeping type stuff I need to do. Oh, and don't forget, the current catalog, the holiday catalog, will expire at the end of the month. So we have a last chance products list. And if you are interested in knowing what's going to be retiring, what is going to carry over to next year, let me know and I can send it to you through email or whatever. Yes. So this was actually the genesis of today's video, because I realized one of the products that I love from this holiday catalog is retiring. So I wanted to share with you why I like that set, and hopefully that you will catch it before it goes away, because the die set is at 50% off. That's a great deal. Okay, so enough chit-chattering. Let me switch the camera around and let's get to work. Whoops. There we go. All right. So this, I mean, for those of you who know me, I do have a pet supply business. That's what pays the bills and lets me buy my stamping supplies. Anyway, so this, of course, was on top of my wish list when the holiday catalog came. So I have this with the corresponding designer series paper. But unfortunately, it is going to be retired. But the good thing for you, if you have not gotten this set, is the stocking dies. It is 50% off. This will be $15.50. That is such a great deal, considering there are so many dies that will work outside of the corresponding stamp set. I don't know how often you purchase dies that are, even though they have a coordinating stamp set, but you still buy it without it. I've done that because there will be one particular die that I love, but I don't really care for what's in the stamp set. I will buy it. Anyway, so of course it's better to have both because you're, versatility, right? You can work more options. But I'm here to say that even if you don't get this stamp set, by getting this at $15.50, it is a great deal. And the main key item that I love is this particular die. Okay, and I'll show you what I've been doing with this. And of course, the stockings. That is such a classic image, right? So the die will cut out something like this. Okay, it's a stitched look. Okay, and I love using this as a base to put elements on top of this. For right now, I'm in the middle of getting ready for wrapping my Christmas gifts, and this is something that I'm doing. It's great as a gift tag. So what I do is after I have cut each of these banners, again, you can make banners out of this too, right? Out of this banner, I will emboss it, okay? It's just to give it some added interest, and it also kind of beefs it up, if you know what I mean. It gives it, it's not so flimsy, right? And it's more. And these are going for my grand nieces and nephews. So with kids, I generally make it really simple because, let's face it, the kids don't really care for the gift tags, right? So these are all things that you can cut out of, okay? You've got the collar of the stocking, and you've got the toe and the heel, okay? So one of the easiest way to do it is to pick papers, right? Pretty papers. Oops, let me see. I want to make sure I'm up here. Pretty papers. So the versatility of this set is each year, obviously, there will be lots of new designer series paper. So your stockings every year will be different. So how fun is that, right? So let me go ahead and show you how easy it is. Just use a contrasting paper, and it will coordinate because Stampin' Up! Paper, DSP bundles all coordinate, right? Hello, Jackie. Thank you for joining me today. All right, so it looks like this is a good time. I was worried that it might be a little too early for a few of you. I know it's probably is it a good time in the States as well? I am ready to go to the cold. And this week is my last week on Guam before I head out to Montana for our family vacation. So excited for the snow. It is snowing. But something funny happened in Montana where we're going. We're going to Whitefish, Montana. I don't know how many of you have been there. But I just saw a notice from the ski resort that there's no power. And do you know why there's no power? Because the snowplow ran into the power pole. Isn't that hilarious? I thought only on Guam we would have things like that happening. So there we go. And I always put my initials on my, not my initials, but the initials of the kids on these gift cards. It's just easier for me when I start distributing it. Okay. Hi, Janet. All right, so there's one. This is another one. In case you're wondering, the paper that I'm using is the penguin paper that was from this last celebration. It's free. Free is good, right? And so instead of designer series paper, you can also use felt. This is also part of the product in the holiday catalog, okay? And unfortunately, the felt is not on sale, but it is retiring. So if you are interested in that, be sure to grab them before they're all gone. Things are really going fast. So if you have something on your mind, on your list, don't delay, okay? Of course, if you're running out of time, you don't have to add these, but these just give the stocking a touchability factor, right? So just for your interest, these are for the boys, these are for the girls. And I figured the girls would appreciate this touch, right? So that's what I did. So, okay, let me put that on. So these are going to go on the gifts of this year. This year I am being lazy and there'll be lots of gift cards. So there you go. So, and these are more that I've done. So for this one, I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep the pine needles or use the forest scene, but I think this might be a little too mature for a young boy, right? What do you think? What do you think? Anyway, so yeah. So these are what I've done, and what I would be doing to attach these, I got these at our local office supply store, and what I'll be doing is I'll just be attaching it like here. Oh, actually, this should be the purple one, right? If you have like the wooden clothespin, I've done that too, where I glue it onto the back and just use the clothespin to enclose the gift. Easy peasy, right? Very simple, but how pretty is it, right? And then, of course, you can make this into a banner, spell out the words. This is, I think, what's called Playful Alphabets from us. Very useful, very classic. So this is one of the things I like to do with that, is to use as a banner or a gift tag. And let's see, another thing that you can do with it is, like how I mentioned earlier, is I like to use it to contain my elements for my card. So with this one, I embossed it with the honeycomb embossing folder. That's one of the new products that are coming up in this January-June catalog. Actually, this whole thing that I've done here is from the January to June catalog. So anyway, nice, right? I hope you like it. Anyway, I'm saying nice. And also a trick that I wanted to show you, for those of you who've been around, we used to have a die set called Nested Labels that did these type of things. Well, that's been retired, but you can use this to make this. I don't know if you are aware of that. So that's another reason why I really liked this, is because I could make labels like this. So let me show you, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, let me bring my little mini cut and emboss here and show you what I mean. So you would firstly cut into this banner shape. Let me put this away, okay? Banner shape. And the next thing you know, see, these got all the little cutting teeth. So what you're going to do is, let's see, prop it here. And I wish you were here with me in person. You'll know what I mean, because now it's locked in, okay? Whoops, of course I moved it. But it's locked in, so you know that the stitches will match. So let me show you what I mean. Oops, where's my... Oh, here they are. Let me grab this. And just to show you that you can make different sizes of this banner, I'm going to make it smaller, okay? Maybe even a little bit more, because that way. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this here carefully, making sure that it's still catching the teeth of the first one. And let's go. Hey, these sounds always sound so scary, right? So now, ta-da! You've got your own current nested labels, okay? So you can obviously use this as a banner somewhere else too. But again, I wanted to share with you that this die set, this particular one, is worth its weight in gold. I mean, it is. You're going to use this all the time. So be sure to grab this set of dies if you have not already. So you can make it big or small, okay? And let's look at some other cards that I've made, okay? This one I've shown back in July, during my Christmas in July. And again, this is doing the designer series paper with the felt, okay? And here's another one that I've done. Don't forget to look at the other DSPs that we have, the designer series papers that we have in the annual catalog. Do you recognize where this one comes from? In Good Taste, right? If you want your stockings to have a certain texture or the look of texture, look at that pack of designer series paper. Chances are you can mimic or recreate a stocking that's sort of like a nubby feel to it. So see the difference? And this is so homey, right? It's like a piece of fabric. So here we go. So this is this card, again, using the stockings. I love the stockings here, and I know you'll get a lot of use out of it. Okay. So again, this particular die is on sale 50% off for only $15.50 right now, and it is such a good deal. I hope you will take advantage of that deal because, as I said, because everything in this die set, let's see, let's go through this. This ribbon, oh, by the way, yeah, see, that's the ribbon. So it could stand alone, okay? That's what, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, so I used this ribbon here to show you that it doesn't have to be Christmas. It could use it as something to tie up a bouquet that you have, okay? The holly leaves and the berries can stand alone. The star can stand alone. The leaf can stand alone. So there's a lot of standalone dies that you can use without the stamp set. Again, of course, it's better to have the stamp set, but if you don't want the stamp set, I would encourage you, I highly recommend this particular stocking dies. It's 50% off, okay? So, I know I've been teasing you guys with things that I have been doing, and one of the things that I was showing were these tigers, okay? And one of the things about being working in this kind of a field is you're always producing cards that are ahead of the season. So in my case, I am working on Chinese New Year, or I should call Lunar New Year. This year, Lunar New Year is February 1st. And actually, for a lot of my friends, I have stopped sending Christmas cards, and I usually send Lunar New Year greetings because Christmas is usually such a hectic time for me that I have changed into sending Lunar New Year cards instead of Christmas cards. It's still early enough in the year that it's not too odd. So I wanted to show you what I've done. So this particular one is from Stampin' Up. This is an old designer series paper from years back. I think it's called, what, Eastern something. Anyway, of course, this is a die cut from Hong Kong that I got. But I was really happy that I'm able to create some cards, Chinese New Year card, Lunar New Year cards, for the Year of the Tiger using Stampin' Up product. So then I started thinking, well, I should maybe make a few cards that are strictly Stampin' Up product. So this is what I did, okay? So this is ours. In fact, everything is Stampin' Up here. And this just to show that if you look really deeply and carefully, you could probably recreate a lot of different occasions with our Stampin' Up catalog, right? So this is the Year of the Tiger. And, so in case you're wondering how these little things came from, this is a little trick I saw one of the artisans showed. So this is one of the ribbons, and you basically just cut off the binding of the ribbon, and then you just start taking out the filaments, okay? So it's a fun little embellishment that you can use in your cards, see? So that's where these came from. Oops. As you can tell, my fingers are sticky, okay? So for those of you who want to attempt a Lunar New Year card, it is the Year of the Tiger, and usually nowadays there are so many different colors, but the traditional colors are red and gold. So that's what I've done, red and gold, no white. This is actually ivory, okay? And this is another thing that I've done. So after cutting out all the tigers, I'm always left with things that are half, the only half is shown on the paper. Well, don't throw those away because those are useful too. So for this one, this little edge, I just butted against the edge of this card, so it's good. So it doesn't look like it's missing its behind. And I'm using, this is, I think, a retired one as well, to mimic kind of cherry blossom. That's where I'm trying to get the effect. Okay, Happy New Year. And again, to show you, so this is part of the edge of the paper. So I still cut it out and made it into a card. This just says Happy New Year as well. Okay, I just wish Stampin' Up had more Chinese words on it, but they're not Chinese, so I don't think they can do that. Anyway, so yeah, so New Year's. So maybe this is the first year that you might want to try making some Lunar New Year cards for some of your Asian friends. I think most Asian countries, Koreans, Vietnamese, Chinese, they celebrate the Lunar New Year. The Japanese, although they recognize the Year of the Tiger, I think they follow the Western calendar of January 1st. So for your Japanese friends, if you're making a New Year card for them, send it out January 1st. Okay, so this wraps up this edition of my Make It Monday. It's kind of like, I wanted to call it a potpourri of things, because there's really no rhyme or reason to any of these things. But hey, I said that Mondays I will share with you what I'm working on. And true to form, this is what I'm actually working on my to-do list. I have to do gift tags for the gifts, and I'm making New Year's card, and finishing up on some cards for Christmas, and a thank you note for someone special. Okay, well, thank you so much for hanging in there and watching this. I really appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions, please be sure to message me or leave a comment below. Better yet, like it and share with a friend, as that would be a great appreciation for that. All right, I really appreciate if you would do that. Anyway, so again, I will not be here on Facebook next Monday, but I will be back January 27th, and it will be at 11 a.m. Guam time. I believe it's 5 Pacific time. So I hope to see you, and in the meantime, happy holidays. Don't get too stressed about it. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.